reporting live from Hong Kong. Jonathan.
Molly, the arrests of several of those leading activists came in raids, in some cases on the street, in other cases at private homes. Among those arrested, Joshua Yong and Agnes Chow, two of the leading members of the pro-democracy movement. It's believed the leaders were brought here to police headquarters and charged with inciting, organising and taking part in unlawful protests. But while those are the formal charges, it seems the purpose was really to send a very clear message to anybody who is thinking of taking part in protests over the weekend that they are subject to arrest and detention. In the meantime, these huge water-filled barriers have been placed around police headquarters in case any of those protesters decide to come here. Protesters had already been unnerved by the sight of Chinese troops and army vehicles, including anti-riot vehicles, crossing the border from mainland China in large numbers. A scheduled rotation of forces, according to the Chinese government, but clearly something designed to send a very deliberate statement of intent. In the wake of all this, a leading activist told us today that President Trump must now send a very clear message to the Chinese government.
Stop bullying. Do not force the world to play by Chinese rule. But China, if they want to accept it, they want to be accepted by international community, they should respect the rules already in the international community.
Now, Bonnie Lung's group, the Civil Human Rights Front, has said in the wake of these arrests it is cancelling its participation in huge planned weekend demonstrations. That, Molly, might keep some of the more peaceful-minded protesters away, but we are hearing that many, perhaps thousands of hardcore protesters still plan to take to the streets. And if the history of this summer in Hong Kong is to be our guide, then violence once again seems inevitable.
Yeah, and you know, financial obligations all over the world, the implications regarding economic and political. Thank you for watching it right there on the ground for us, Jonathan Hunt.